Welcome, wisdom seekers, to Mother Knowledge. Tonight we embark on one of humanity's oldest, most profound quests, understanding love. Is it merely a fleeting emotion, a biological imperative, or something far grander, perhaps even eternal?
A question that has puzzled poets, philosophers, and lovers across millennia, Speaker One. And to guide us, we're not just opening a book, we're joining a dinner party, a philosophical feast in ancient Athens, Plato's electrifying dialogue, the Symposium.
Exactly. Imagine a group of brilliant, often tipsy Athenians, poets, playwrights, philosophers, gathered to toast the god of love, Eros. But instead of simple toasts, they each deliver a speech, attempting to define this elusive force. It's less a lecture, more a passionate, intellectual sparring match.
And the beauty of the Symposium is how it builds, layer upon layer. The early speeches set the stage, offering perspectives that, while perhaps not reaching Plato's ultimate conclusion, resonate deeply with our everyday experiences of love.
So who kicks off this intellectual banquet?
That would be Phaedrus, the young, handsome idealist. He argues that Eros is the oldest of the gods, a primordial force. His view of love is intensely practical and ethical. Love inspires courage and virtue. A true lover for Phaedrus would never abandon their beloved, even in battle. Love in this sense creates heroes.
The love makes you brave argument. We see echoes of that in countless stories. The knight fighting for his lady, the parent sacrificing for their child. It's a very noble, almost chivalrous view.
Absolutely. It's love as a moral compass, a force for good in the world, particularly within society. But then comes Pausanias, Phaedrus's lover, who introduces a crucial distinction. He says there isn't just one Eros. There are two Aphrodites, and thus two kinds of love.
The plot thickens. Tell us about these two Aphrodites.
We have the common Aphrodite, born of male and female, and her love is common, purely physical and indiscriminate. It's fleeting, driven by momentary pleasure. But then there's the heavenly Aphrodite, born without a mother, purely from the divine. Her love, the heavenly love, is intellectual, spiritual, and directed towards excellence and virtue, particularly in young men.
So Pausanias is essentially saying, don't just love a body, love the soul within it. And even then, be selective about which souls you choose to love. It introduces a moral dimension, judging love as good or bad.
Exactly. He's saying that the intention behind love matters. Is it for fleeting gratification or for mutual improvement and lasting virtue? This distinction is foundational, moving us beyond mere passion towards something more refined. And just when you think you've got a handle on love, the physician, Eryximachus, steps in and completely broadens the scope.
The doctor in the house. What's his prescription for love?
Eryximachus, with his scientific mind, argues that love isn't just about human relationships. Eros is a universal principle of harmony and balance in everything. In medicine, it's the love that brings opposing elements in the body into equilibrium. In music, it's the harmony between notes. In the cosmos, it's the force that orders the universe.
So love isn't just a human emotion, it's a cosmic force. The force that makes planets orbit and atoms bind. That's a huge leap from individual passion.
It truly is. He takes love from the intensely personal to the grandly cosmic, showing it as an ordering principle. It's an elegant, almost scientific perspective. But then, after this sophisticated interlude, we get the most famous and perhaps most beloved speech, and one that still dominates popular culture.
Let me guess. Aristophanes, the comedic playwright, the one everyone quotes even if they don't know it's from Plato?
You got it. Aristophanes, with his witty and often irreverent style, tells the captivating myth of the original humans. He says that we were once complete beings, spherical, with two faces, 4 arms, 4 legs. Some were double male, some were double female, and some androgyne, male and female combined.
The image is almost comical. So what happened to these superhumans?
They grew too powerful, too arrogant, threatening the gods. So Zeus, to humble them, split them in half, like cutting an apple down the middle. And ever since we, these severed halves, have been eternally longing for our lost other half. Love for Aristophanes is this yearning for wholeness, the desperate search for our soulmate.
Ah, the soulmate concept. This is where that idea truly originates. It's so romantic, so deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness, the idea that somewhere out there is the one person who completes you.
Precisely. It's incredibly appealing because it speaks to a profound sense of incompleteness we often feel. It's why romantic comedies thrive on this trope. But here's the kicker. While charming and universally relatable, it's also inherently limiting from Plato's ultimate philosophical perspective. It grounds love in a past state, in a deficiency, and in a singular, specific other.
Right, because if love is only finding your other half, what happens if you never find them, or if you lose them? Does love cease to exist? And does it only apply to two specific people?
Excellent questions that Aristophanes' myth doesn't fully resolve. And that's where the true genius of Plato, through the voice of Socrates, comes in. Socrates, being Socrates, claims he knows nothing of love on his own account. Instead, he recounts the teachings of a wise priestess, Diotima of Mantinea.
The mysterious diatema. This is where the Symposium truly takes a profound turn, moving from personal anecdotes and myths to a rigorous philosophical ascent.
Absolutely. Diotima unveils the famous ladder of love. She argues that Eros isn't a god himself, but a daemon, a spirit, an intermediary between mortals and gods. Love is born of poverty, lack, and resource, cunning. So Eros is eternally striving for what it lacks, which is ultimately the beautiful and the good.
So love isn't possession, it's a perpetual journey, a yearning for perfection.
Precisely. And this journey is the ladder. It begins with the most basic form of love, the love of a beautiful body. We're drawn to physical beauty, but Diotima urges us not to stop there.
The first rung, then. What's next?
From loving one beautiful body, we ascend to loving all beautiful bodies. We recognize that beauty isn't unique to one person. It's a universal quality. This helps us transcend individual infatuation. The next step is to recognize that the beauty of minds and souls is superior to the beauty of bodies. So, we love beautiful thoughts, characters, and virtues.
This is where Platonic love truly gets its meaning, moving beyond the physical. But the ladder goes even higher.
Oh, much higher. From individual souls, we move to the beauty of laws and institutions, the order and justice within a society. Then, even higher, to the beauty of knowledge and abstract ideas, the pure insights of mathematics, philosophy, science. We appreciate the elegance and truth of pure thought.
And then, at the very peak, the ultimate goal of this arduous ascent,
The final, blinding vision, the apprehension of beauty itself. This isn't a beautiful person, a beautiful thought, or a beautiful painting. It is the eternal, unchanging, perfect, absolute form of beauty. It exists independently of anything beautiful we perceive in the world. It is the ultimate source of all beauty.
this is where eternal truly comes into play. If love ultimately leads us to grasp this unchanging, perfect form of beauty, then the highest form of love is inherently connected to something immortal and timeless. It's not about two perishable individuals, but about a universal, everlasting truth.
Exactly. Diotima explains that the purpose of this ascent is procreation in beauty. At the lower rungs, this means physical procreation, but at the higher rungs, it means giving birth to noble thoughts, virtues, philosophical insights, laws, and works of art. These creations, born in the presence of ultimate beauty, are our true immortal legacy. They transcend our individual mortality.
So for Plato, love is eternal because its true object is the eternal form of beauty, and it allows us to give birth to lasting immortal ideas. It's a powerful, almost spiritual vision, but I can't help but wonder, does this highly abstract intellectual love devalue the intensely personal, often messy human love we experience every day?
That's a crucial question. And Plato himself, in a masterful stroke of literary genius, addresses it immediately after Socrates finishes recounting Diotimus' teachings.